So let's say if the ab's not working, could be multiple things. So it's either, most cases, it's actual, not the electrode itself, but the cable behind it. So for example, what happens is, and I have these on it to make it even stronger, but what happens is that when they do, as you can already see here too, when they do crunches, because this haven't been moved for a while, when they crunch, it creates this gap. Do you see this? Like let's say I crunch, now there is this gap where it's not touching me. So it can cut out and it feels like not constant just because it has that gap. So you can fix that by easily doing this, for example. Carefully lift these up and make them basically straighten it out. And now it's basically good to go. But because of that, lots of times, this cable right here needs to be facing up, by the way, here. And it has to be like a perfect form and no pressure on the actual cable itself. Otherwise it breaks. So it's very important that it's actually like that. So it cannot be like this. If it's this way, when you crunch right here, it's actually breaking the cable right in this area. So this is the most sensitive part of the whole cable. So this always have to be facing up, okay? Because otherwise it will break the cable. So make sure you turn it around, make sure this is nice. You put it down where it should be. Put it right really nicely down, and then this is not good. There's a pressure here. So this needs to be fixed. You can easily take this off, turn this around, make sure you put it down right, and then you push it back on. And it clicks. And this is fine. See, this right here is fine because there's no pressure on it. So you can just put it down here, and this is perfect, good to go. So most cases, that's the problem. See, this is perfect, so this should be good to go. You should not cut out. There's this little gap. We fix it as much as we can, and then it's good to go. Same thing with the chest, by the way. It happens all the time. You just have to make sure that you have this perfect loop out, and this is not like broken somewhere here. So you have to be very careful that this right here, it's not, let me see if you can see it right there, if it's not breaking, because right there is the most sensitive. I can show you. See that right there, how tiny it is? That's why I put the tape there, because it can break right there, right in there. Okay? So be careful. It has to be like the perfect loop, which it is right now. And then it's good if this Velcro is actually put down nicely right on it. Good. So it covers the whole thing. Perfect. Okay? So that's one, right? So that's probably the reason, by the way, why the ab is cutting out. So make sure you go through it and fix it and move it around and all that. And then, worst case also, I'll show you on the other cable, if this right here, let's say this moves, this one doesn't move. See, I do this and it doesn't turn. So if this top actually turns like this, left up and down, then it's loose. So if you turn it like this until it tightens, then it will be good again and it won't be wavy. So when you feel like, let's say, chest press or abs, and it feels like wavy like this when you do like a crunch, that's more than likely it's either because this is coming off of the button of the electrode or because it's loose. So you just have to turn this until it tightens up, and then it should be good to go again, okay? And then, if it's still the problem, then it might be a cable somewhere inside the suit, because the cable runs behind this blue line, by the way, behind the Velcro, all over, everywhere. So it might be one of those cables. But then also it could be this. So itself right here, but usually it's not the case. But it could be the main cable on the machine. So then what you need to do is, you come over here to the machine, and let me set this up. So with the machine, when it's right here, it might be the main cable, right? So what you need to do is, it's male and female. So one of them is the top, one of them is the vest right now. So if it's every single jacket, the ab is cutting out, the abs are cutting out, then it's more than likely the main cable, right? So you would have to change this. But to make sure to confirm if it's the main cable, what you should do is switch it. So these two, just switch it up. So this goes into the jacket now, this goes into the pants now. So then if the jacket now is fixed and the abs is on because you switched these two cables, and the pants that you're wearing right now is all of a sudden something is broken on it, then it's definitely the main cable, you need to replace it. But if you switch it and the amps is still don't feel it, then it's definitely the jacket. So that's how you know, okay? And then if it's the jacket, we have to replace the main cable of the jacket. There is nothing else we can do if you have already went through all the problems with the abs. So if you first try to fix obviously the abs and then go into the details.